Good morning to a brand new day. Time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.
Hello, early learners. It's me, Mrs. Read-Wright. I want to welcome you back after the weekend, back to the art room. And in the art room this week, we're going to be meeting Georgia O'Keeffe. Last week, we talked about Ansel Adams, and he was a naturalist, and he liked doing his artwork outdoors. Well, so did Georgia O'Keeffe. She was a person who really enjoyed doing her art by herself. And we will learn more about her after we sing our Hello song. And we're going to continue doing the Hello World song because I liked using it for someone who liked being out in the world, like Ansel Adams, and we'll do it for Georgia O'Keeffe all this week. And it goes like this. And remember, I want to remind you, it's an echo song. I seemed to forget last time, and I would sing, and then you sing the line back to us. Here we go. Hello world, hello world, my old friend, it's another day, glad to see you again, the sun is up, I'm ready to play, hello world, so what do you say, All right, let's set down this electric auto harp and turn off the power so it doesn't start playing all by itself. Move the cord over so I don't trip on it when I get up. Boys and girls, Georgia O'Keeffe, she was an artist that was born in 1887, and she lived on a farm in Wisconsin. She lived on that farm in Wisconsin with an older brother, a younger brother, and 4 sisters. Now, in those days, in 1899, no girls were artists, at least out in public. They only allowed boys to be artists, but she thought, wait a minute, what makes a girl not be able to be an artist? Well, she found out that even women were not allowed to vote then. So she thought, well, I'm still going to be an artist. So she decided she would keep painting, and her parents said at 12 years old, she could go into art lessons. And they thought they wanted her to be an art teacher, but not an artist. So let's sing this little song about Georgia O'Keeffe. She did a lot of different kinds of paintings. But the paintings that I'm focusing on this week are all about flowers. Last week we did a lot of art using leaves. Well, we're going to be doing art with flowers, although Georgia O'Keeffe painted mountains, and when she lived in New York for a while, she was painting buildings. So she did a lot of things that interested her. And you'll find out she had a mind of her own. When we talk about her going to Hawaii, you're going to learn some things about her. Now, the song that I wrote is to the tune of the Itsy Bitsy Spider. Da-dun, 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 da-dun. And here's how it goes. Can you see the world through Georgia O'Keeffe's eyes? Georgia paints her flowers in a giant size. The petals of her flowers, the curving of her leaf. That's how I remember our artist, Georgia O'Keeffe. All right, we're going to look at the very first print. Each day I'm going to put a different print of a flower that she painted, and we're going to do something with it. So let's take a look at Georgia's flower. This really is a collection of poppies. I'm wearing the California poppy pin, but she painted Iceland poppies most of the time, the ones that became famous. Now look, there's a little bit of orange in here, but the outside is darker red, and then there's red-orange in this part, but the center is a collection of black seeds, and then the center has like a little star of orange. Since it is Mystery Monday, shall we take a look inside the suitcase and see what's going on inside there? All right, let me open it up. And then we'll go over to the easel and paint. Open the suitcase. This is the first item in the suitcase. Do you see what it is? Have you ever seen one before? Have you ever seen the fruit that has this on top and this on the bottom? This has a lot of texture. I'm going to set it on the plate. I can smell it right now. Do you know what it is called? It is a pineapple. A pineapple. Here is the second thing in the suitcase. This cuts fruit. Is it the cutter for the pineapple? Could we get into the pineapple with this? This takes out the seed and scoots it around and you pull it out. Does that go with this? Which one doesn't belong? And here is the second tool I brought. It has a handle on top and you put it in this way and turn it. We'll find out which two go together when we talk about when Georgia O'Keeffe went to Hawaii. All right, let's go over to the easel and keep our painting of the poppy in mind. Join me over there. Now, I didn't tell you ahead of time to get paints ready, so you will probably just want to watch how I do it and then later do it yourself. I have one piece of paper. I have three actually, but one is my smallest one. Then I have a medium-sized paper and a larger paper. I just made it get bigger by an inch all the way around. And we know that the flower that we're talking about has a center, so I'm going to draw the center that was black on Georgia O'Keeffe's. And there was a part around it that was black. So I'm doing this around my circle as if it's a sunshine. And I'm going to paint my black last because black tends to get smeared. So I'm going to make a petal and a petal. And she made hers so big, they often went off the page. So if you make your petals and they fall off the page, that's fine. To do this painting, I'm going to paint this now, and I will have to let it dry to put it together. So if you're painting and you want to do this project, you'll want to do it and let it dry too for us to put it together. I'm going to start with a little yellow in each of these places. So next to the center, I'm going to put some yellow. And since we're doing it kind of like a rainbow, I'm going to put the orange next. And I didn't clean my brush because I like for it to be blended together. The yellow kind of blends into the orange and makes kind of a yellow orange. And I'm loading up my brush again, touching the yellow and moving it out. I may want to go back in and do a little more orange painting. I'm never sure. I don't think it has to be finished, and I might even go back in tomorrow and do a little more if I don't like how I've done it. So now when I paint this part, I'm going to add the red to the outer part and maybe along the edge so it looks like it has some texture. When I did this top one, I did the outline first. On the other two, I'm just going to paint directly on the paper and just draw with my paintbrush. Now, if you like yours to be blended more, do it. Don't feel like you have to do yours just like mine, because there's nothing worse than someone trying to tell you exactly how to paint and do your art, because inside your mind, you might think you already know how you want yours. Don't let me tell you how to do it. I'm just showing you how you might do it. Now, here's the first one. I'm going to paint the center, and then I'm going to paint the others, and I'll set this one aside to dry. I'm using my clipboard because I forgot my palette, but it works well. You'll see. I'm going to put the black. I'm doing the background kind of black so that I can come back in and do some dots with the black. Because on the painting that Georgia O'Keeffe did, she has some black center. Do you see, if I would have painted the black first, it would have blended in and made a big mess. Now, I told you I was going to set this one aside, so let me take it off of here. You notice I put the yellow paper so you can see it. If it falls to the ground, don't worry, boys and girls, I can bend down and get it, but I'll do this to make it stay up for right now. Set it right here. I have a tiny piece of paper towel that I have here in case I make a mess. Move up the center one. This is the medium size paper. Now watch, I knew it was going to start out with petals, so I'm going to make my orange. I'm going to make it go out a little farther. Oh, yeah. Oh, there's some red stuck in here, so it made it kind of red-orange. I like how that looks. You'll see when I cut these out and stack them up that they are going to be all beautiful. Now, I don't have to put the inside black on this one because this one is going to sit on top of it, and it will be back and forth that way. Ooh, almost put it right into the red paint. But I want a little red around here. Oh, I like how it's mixing up from red and the orange together, makes a red-orange. And then I would paint the big paper. I might just put it down here so that I don't have to take that one off. Same idea. Remember, I'm not going to finish this today. I have to let it dry, and then I will cut it out. And I might bring it next week because I'm not sure I have time to do that because you know I'm teaching all kinds of other things. Let me see. Yep, this is going to be good. Large, medium, and small. All right, boys and girls, let me go back to my chair so we can say our goodbye song and tell you what I'm going to be bringing tomorrow. If you didn't get to paint, remember what we said? You'll paint it later. All righty. You know our goodbye song is always, oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. I love that song because it has actions and it has some song that's kind of doon-diddle-doon-diddle-doon-diddle-doon. All right, boys and girls. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Oh, it's time to say goodbye. Give a smile and wink your eye. Oh, it's time to say goodbye to all my friends. Now, tomorrow, I am going to make a flower out of red paper. I'm going to use yellow paper. I'm going to use black paper, and I need my scissors and glue or glue stick. So if you'd like to make a poppy like the one we saw today, you'll bring those things and join me tomorrow to make Georgia O'Keeffe's poppy like an Iceland poppy. It takes some folding too. Don't worry if you don't get yours folded. I really wanted to use a hot glue gun, but I won't. I'll see you tomorrow. Goodbye, boys and girls.
To a brand new day, time to learn and games to play. Learning things is so much fun. Learning is good for everyone.